Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages across all nations, races, and denominations, what is up? The King of Lightning here today, bringing you guys and gals One Punch Man Episode 5 review. And if you haven't seen the live reaction just yet, I'm happy to say that the live reaction annotation will be in this corner right here, as well as the link in the box below. Now, this week's episode of One Punch Man. Holy shit. Well, goddamn, these shit be real sexy. Give me a heart on. Yeah, listen, alright? Before I go any further, the basics. Animation. Animation overall was outstanding, in my personal opinion. I honestly can't deny that. Because not only was it dynamic, you had a lot of scenes that had the blurred strafe lines going on, like when it came to combat, when it came to Saitama showing off his physical prowess to the other examinees in the Hero Association exam, how he's punking everybody by leaps and bounds. You had some scenes, for example, like the whack-a-mole scene. His hands were just blurs, man. It was crazy. You had the scene when Genos, when he uses the lightning as a means to augment his speed, and how him and Saitama going back and forth, and the blur is everywhere. Then he does the machine gun blows, and it was all an after image. It was very dynamic, but at the same time, very colorful, very sharp. Oh man, that one scene when Genos does the initial attack, where he does that flying high kick, and Saitama pulls a Neo, I am the one, and he dodged that shit like that. Oh, dude, immediate stiffy. You couldn't see it in the live reaction, God thank you, but I was like, oh yeah, like immediate stiffy, man. Like, that was so freaking good. Undeniably good. And then you follow up with scenes like the machine gun blows, like the initial incineration attack, where he blows off the side of the cliff. And then you have the final incineration attack. And then the fact that Genos himself was like all stanced up and he had like the heat effect going on, it was freaking awesome. And then finally you had that one punch, man. Oh, that punch, dude, that punch was insane, because not only did he not hit Genos, the shockwave blew out the entire area behind him. It was gone. And I didn't catch it the first time, but I caught it the second time round. The clouds follow the same shape as the area that was blown out. I was like, bro, how? The clouds follow the same, like the same shockwave effect. So the way the rocks were blown out, the clouds were blown out in the same shape. And I was like, yo, so he's fucking, and that was it. It was crazy. All right, the entire episode was crazy. All right, in pure One Punch Man fashion, it was absolutely crazy, and animation overall was outstanding. When it came to the pacing, it was fairly fast, because all the hero exam stuff was covered in like, I don't know, like 2 minutes. Like it was done. It was just Saitama punking, and they added a few more scenes there, like because I don't remember seeing the punch machine in the manga, but the whack-a-mole was new. The shot put, that was new. I was like, oh shit, like, gotta get the form going on. Nah, Saitama was like, man, fuck that. And then it was gone. It was gone. Again, the punch machine, that was new. So they added a few scenes in there, but it was still overall very, very quick. And it was just people looking in awe. The one scene that they did add that I liked a lot, well, they didn't add it, but they modified it, was when he does the 1,500 meter yard dash, or not yard, but the 1,500 meter dash, where he blows past these guys 2 times over, and the examiners can't even get up the rope in time. Like, I was like, bro. And the initial sprint was so powerful that the 2 guys next to Saitama got blown away, literally. Yeah, this guy's a goat. Oh, good lord, he's a goat. So, it was fast overall because that was, taken care of in like 2 minutes. Then the rest was pretty much Sneak, that one guy, the A class hero. He was talking, trying to pull his bullshit, but Saitama did buy that, obviously. And then Saitama realizing that he's a C class hero, not an S class hero like Genos. And how you had some guys, they were scoping out Genos since the House of Evolution. And how, when he admitted that he was the one that blew up the area, they gave immediate S class. Like, not even question, like, S, yeah. But they don't know about Saitama. They don't know. They're going to find out one day, but they don't know now. And also, there was a lot of stuff pertaining, well, they call him Amai Mask. Well, Amai means sweet, so Sweet Mask, alright? There's a lot of stuff pertaining Sweet Mask in the episode, where he is he's the top A class hero, and even the people that are high up in the association, they go to him to make sure that this person actually deserves to be an S class. Like, he's like the gateway to becoming an S class hero, basically. And the hint is that he's actually very strong. That's the hint. He can actually be like a pretty high up S class hero if he wanted to, but he chooses to be A class number 1. And he says how heroes, they have to, the exact words escape me, but basically they have to maintain a certain appeal with the populace. Like, that's how it works, basically. Like, that's the way he sees it. So he is like the ultimate weeding out process, because the S-class heroes, they are the face of the association. They are the top of the top. So that's really it for him. And there's also something that was very small there. Well, 2 things that are small. Number 1, it was, and by the way, like, this all ties into the story progression and whatnot. And that ties to the pacing as well. Basically, you have one scene pertaining to how the association formed. Very small scene. Where you have Genos talk about how it started 3 years ago. How someone saved this billionaire's grandson. And this, or not billionaire, millionaire, whatever. And this guy, he actually formed the association because a passerby saved his grandson's life from a monster. Now, if you look at the guy in the picture, he has that really big ball chin. And if you remember back in the flashback with Saitama, he saves a kid with that very big ball chin. Now, ironically, Saitama calls it very boring, but the reality is, Saitama is the reason why the Hero Association exists in the first place. That is the reality. So, it's very funny how, they play it that way. And then the next thing that was very fascinating was from a character standpoint. Nothing really big, honestly, aside from the introduction of Amai Mask, Sweet Mask, and, of course, Saitama and Genos being assigned hero positions, but that's more so for story, because Saitama, after he pretty much punks Sneak, and well, actually, no, I'm sorry, it was before that. Before he was, trying to get the newbie crushing treatment, Saitama, he asked himself, is this really the hero I wanted to be? And I think this kind of will set the will set the tone as to what Saitama's mentality will be for the entirety of the series pertaining to his role as a hero, being a part of the Hero Association. Because he's not even too sure if he wants to be, an S class or an A class or whatever class of hero working for an organization. We know that he wants to be a hero, but he wants to be a hero for a hobby. Now that he's actually a part of this organization, he is a hero, he's a hero that is being paid, basically, alright? He is, like the Avengers, that's what he is, right? He's getting paid to do what he does. He's getting paid to do what he does via donations via the public. And, that's how it works. And Saitama basically has to kind of he has to come to terms with himself as to what he wants to be from a hero standpoint. So there is that struggle inside of himself, but it's hard to tell sometimes because, again, Saitama just stale face, just like whatever, fuck it, just fuck the world. I'm here, I'm too powerful, man, not a big deal. So it is what it is, and that's gonna be very fascinating later on in the story. Because finding out what a hero means to him in earnest. Not just for a hobby, but what it means in earnest. Because when he started off initially, when he saved that kid, that wasn't really the case. I think we're going to find out what a hero means to him in earnest when he gets that fire back in his eyes. Which, I mean, who the fuck could do that? But someone, maybe. But when he does, at some point, get the fire back in his eyes, and he fights a very strong opponent, I think we're gonna find out what he really wants to, like, what it means for him to actually be a hero in earnest. So it is what it is there, and I mean that's really it, guys. So the episode overall, I mean, you know, Genos now being a part of Saitama, like he's moving in basically, and I like how they played that, where like initially it was like they had the music that, you know, went in that direction too. Do 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 do. Like it was ridiculous. Where, you know, under the actual like under the midnight stars and the lamp, he's like, Saitama, I'm gonna go. I'll see you later, Sensei. He's like, all right, no problem. He looks back at him, walks away. It's like they're separating ways and shit. Like some sad, touching like moment. And then I'm back, backpack son. Like yeah, so I'm moving. It's like no fuck you want. No the fuck you ain't. Bam! A stack of bills. Like, yeah, bring a toothbrush. Like, straight up, man. Straight up. So, like, that was glorious. But overall, the episode I thought was, yo. Yeah. I thought it was, yo. Yeah. There we go. Have to get it in there. And I will see you guys later. King Lightning, rate the video, comment, and subscribe as always. Peace. Have a nice goddamn day.